there, Aquarius. Welcome to your end of June 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Ooh, the first two cards I got are very psychic, and you know you're psychic, baby. Wow, Tower moment. Okay. Wow, I think this is a really cool reading. I don't know what it's going to mean for you. The matter at hand is the Queen of Cups. This can have different meanings. This can be, undergoing a spiritual awakening, like a Kundalini activation. Actually, I found out, and I think I kind of intuitively suspected that the Kundalini was connected to Uranus, your ruler. I mean, I probably read it somewhere. Let's get real here. But it's the awakener. That's what Uranus is all about. And I also found out that the symbol for Aquarius, those zigzaggy lines, are supposed to be like lightning, I think. Not electricity, but lightning. So I might be incorrect about that. But yeah, so there's definitely an electrical impulse and innate psychic talents of Aquarius, even though you can also be an intellectual sign. And I really believe that sometimes people that are intellectual can block their intuitive gifts because they're too much into the mind instead of the third eye. But I digress. So this it's rush hour, people. I'm sorry. I sound like I live at the foot of a railroad, and I don't, but I have the windows open because it's like into the 90s and I don't want to swelter any more than I already am. And you can hear the cicadas probably too. Somebody said they sounded like rain sticks, which I thought was funny. So the Queen of Cups is all about the person who is the artist, the mystic, or the mother. Could be, maybe you're all three. Maybe you hit the trifecta in that. And what does that mean? Well, either this is something that is front and center in your life, something that you want to develop fully. If you're in a job that you feel is very limiting when it comes to the kind of things that you're doing, and you really want to explore create your creativity more, you think you have talent there, or you think you can at least develop the talent more. I mean, the sky's the limit of what this can mean. And so in the past position, we have the Hermit. So this suggests that you have been on a spiritual quest. Maybe you've been spending more alone time, which for Aquarius is actually something that may be a novelty because you tend to be very social in your day-to-day life. So it might be something where you're like, as the hippies say, taking space. I should say the New Age hippies. Meaning that's especially a term that if you're already in a relationship, where you go on a retreat or decide to spend more alone time. And it's about soul searching. So that could just also mean like, what is the meaning of my life? What is the purpose of my life? If you're on the hamster wheel and you're just kind of like going through the motions in that routine, and that there's something more for you out there, but you just simply are in a place where you don't know exactly what it is. That's perfectly understandable. But you can get to a place where you are able to find out what that is and are able to kind of go towards that. What is coming in is the Tower card. Wow. Um, okay, well, when I was thinking about astrological timing, I was thinking about this situation of Capricorn, these two full moons in Capricorn. The second one is a blue moon, both happening in your 12th house, but, because of differences in charts, the first one may actually be in your 11th house. But in any case, full moons can be endings, but that blue moon is like a punctuation mark. And then you have your full moon in the third week of August. Now, that could be like a Kundalini moment where you suddenly have these psychic gifts. For some of you, you may have been actively trying to activate that, and it happens. That's one of the reasons why certain practices are frowned upon. I'm talking about spiritual practices, or even like plant medicines and stuff like that. Somebody wrote on my channel, "You're encouraging people to take plant medicines and blah blah blah," and I'm like, no, not in the slightest. I mentioned that some people may do that. That doesn't mean that I endorse it. And I've said probably every time that I've mentioned plant medicines like ayahuasca and all that stuff, is that I have never taken anything like that, and I cannot see myself doing so in this lifetime. That can be a premature kind of piercing of the veil. And if somebody isn't ready to handle it, or any kind of spiritual practice to raise the Kundalini kind of prematurely, that can be like temporary insanity. Because the person's system gets blown out. They're just it's too much to handle. So, the quick fix isn't necessarily a very good idea. Over time, a person, if they're they're a sincere student, they can, have it happen gradually. But yeah, something may happen that activates you. And I notice here is that lightning bolt. And this can also be love at first sight, by the way, too. But you could have some kind of major revelation that is connected to your life path, your purpose. And maybe you have been feeling like you are, I was going to say having a dark night of the soul, but that's something that you might have had with Pluto, where there were a lot of demons to conquer and shadows to integrate. Actually, there will be one last bout of Pluto into Capricorn, and the reason I'm mentioning that is because it is coinciding at the same degree with the blue moon in Capricorn in July. It's going to be around that same degree when it goes retrograde. Pluto is retrograde in your sign. It's going back in September into Capricorn at a late degree, 29, maybe 28 degrees. I don't know. It's not going to go as far back as it did last time, though. But right in alignment with with the blue moon in July. So, these cards, in terms of timing, I don't really think that they're going to be 100%. But just giving you the astrological rundown, because it does kind of align with that, since the 12th house is the house of mysticism, psychic activity. It's the dream state where you can have these prophetic dreams. You can have these downloads. Makes me wonder, though, if this has something to do with Love, because the Nine of Cups, this can be winning the lottery emotionally, but it can even have financial benefit. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So with the Queen of Cups, I mean, there might be some kind of love. The Hermit is connected to Virgo, but the Hermit card could simply mean that you have been alone for a while, maybe, and love comes in your life unexpected, when you least expect it. So very cool, Aquarius. I hope that if you have been looking for love, that this manifests for you. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Thanks for watching. Bye.